Hey everyone, David here, and for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'm an artist, illustrator, and muralist. Today, we're gonna make some cool stuff, if I do say so myself. Not only do I have a number of holiday markets looming, which I need merchandise for, but I also need to create some new rewards for my lovely patrons. I've got a bunch of new products I'm excited about, some made with techniques I'm trying for the very first time, fresh designs for some of the regulars in my product line, and a reprint of one of my faves. So, let's get into it. The pieces I primarily create in my studio are mixed media paintings on paper. But as I have found myself working on murals more and more, I've been wanting to experiment with that design style on a smaller scale. The idea of creating these on laser cut wood panels has been floating around in my brain for ages, and it was finally time to give it a go, without really knowing how I was going to make that happen. After some research, I was very fortunate to have found my way to Makerlabs here in Vancouver. Makerlabs is an amazing space where you can learn how to make almost anything, or have their fabrication team make something for you. After submitting my idea via email, their team was incredibly helpful, walking me through the many options and pricing for this work. I ultimately decided to have these pieces laser cut by a member of their team on 12mm plywood. I was thrilled with how they turned out, but that also dialed up the anxiety for me not to ruin them during the painting process. I applied several coats of gesso and then prepared printouts of my drawings made to scale. I cut those out, lined them up, and transferred my drawing with graphite paper. Much like my murals, I prepared a color mock-up for myself and got to work with, you guessed it, my Holbein acrylic gouache. I was fully prepared for this project to be an epic fail, as new experiments often are, but I couldn't be happier with how they turned out. This is definitely a process I will be experimenting with more in the future. My stickers are always reproductions of my traditional work, and these 3 new paintings were practically made to be die-cut sticker designs. I prepared these for production by scanning my paintings and then correcting the colors in Photoshop to ensure they match the originals, or at least as close as my eyeballs will allow. It was time for me to find a new supplier for my stickers, and I was so happy to find Papaya, another local gem right here in Vancouver. Their website is easy to use, and it took me no time at all to upload my designs. I had a proof to review within 24 hours, and these arrived at my door within a week. So thrilled with the final result. I began making enamel pins based off my work about 5 years ago, and they have become a popular product in my line of merch. I work with a manufacturer called Everrich Gift for my enamel pins, and they never let me down. I submit a line drawing which depicts the pin mold, and a color mock-up of my design. I then receive a proof where I can request any necessary changes, and ultimately approve the design. Production time from initial email to pins arriving at my door is approximately 6 to 8 weeks, so keep that in mind if you're ordering for an event or show. If you would like the direct email to my contact at Everrich, comment below and I will send it your way. Now you may be finding yourself saying, wow, David, those products are so amazing. Where do I get my hands on some? And the answer is Patreon. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly. And I would love to have you join my little community. You'll find behind the scenes looks at my murals and paintings, insights into my creative process, and sneak peeks at upcoming projects and exhibitions. I want this community to be accessible to everyone and have made a variety of membership tiers available. Whether you just want to come along for the ride to enjoy some behind the scenes content, or you want to receive exclusive rewards and physical goodies, there's something for everyone. Your support directly fuels my ability to create new work, experiment with ideas, and keep creating content that dives deeper into my creative process for all of you. So, thank you. Diving into the world of apparel was incredibly daunting. Fortunately for me, when I was ready to make my first design a reality, fate brought me to the folks at Saga Manufacturing. They helped me bring my design Cat's Cradle to life, and after selling out of my first batch, I am so excited to have them produce another limited run of my tote bags, available now via my website. All right, friends, that's it for today's merch making marathon. If you enjoyed watching the creative madness unfold, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment so you don't miss whatever I get myself into next. And don't forget, everything you saw today and more lives over on my Patreon. So check the description for that link, as well as links to all of the suppliers I shared here today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.